Hello everyone, I'm Sarah Bekambo, straight from my living room here, and today I will be performing for you in topic of the Decolonize event that was supposed to be held last March, this March actually, but during current events such as the coronavirus, it was postponed, but not canceled, so that's already a positive. So that's why I'm here today. Through this digital form, I'm speaking in English directly because I'm from Leuven. I'm from Belgium, right, little Belgium, from in Leuven, small little town. But I know they told me that a lot of international people who speak different languages, we're gonna see this. So that's why I also changed it up a little bit. I put in, I think, a little representation of myself too, like a little bit of everything. Not much of something, but a little bit of everything in terms of languages. I myself am originally from Congo. I'm from Congolese descent, but born and raised in Belgium, so I speak a little bit of French. So I put a little bit of French in it too, English of course, and Dutch because I'm Dutch speaking. That's my native tongue. So yeah, before I forget to say it, I really do hope that y'all are doing good, that y'all are maintaining and surviving in this current climate of confinements, to put it this way, because I know it's not easy for everyone. It's not easy for anyone, I guess. But stay safe, stay at home, and take care of yourselves. And I hope this is a way for you to divert and maybe relax or maybe have things to think about, which is not a bad thing, but other things that we're thinking about right now. All right. Imagine an ideal world. We used to think that we lived in one. But was it though? City looting, war recruiting, bombing run, and firing gun. That was not so long ago, y'all. Because we believe we are perfect. And we try to achieve the perfect, yet we are imperfect, yet we think we are worth it. We somehow so much ignore what we somehow so much adore. That's why we should learn from our mistakes more. For example, do you know Thomas More? Do you know his book Utopia? It's aged yet not forgotten, but it rose from a desperate and unforgiving look upon this world, these people, us people, and all the things to come, in which the poor were actually the useful and the rich, well, they were dumb. The moral, opposites attract one another. But tell me, how, because I don't understand, how can the rich enjoy their lives while the needed poor suffer? How can the poor look up to the rich while they are under because they aren't witnessing the same suffer? We should care for each other. Whoever we may be, whatever we may look like, how long our greed, how long our money tree, or how little money we got in the bank. Because at the end of the day, we are all branches from the same damn tree. Warning, next poem is in Dutch. It was based on politics. Now, I prefer to call myself not politically linked, but I am political, to put it that way. So that means I'm not like affiliated with one party, for instance, or like one political party, but I do really am interested in politics because it's important for modern day society. So I will say that I'm political in that way. And this one is in Dutch. Bloedbaden van dalen, dat zijn de Vlamingen tegen de Walen. Bloedbaden van dalen, Het kwade blijft maar schade. Bloedbaden. Waarin moordenaren zich laven. Er zijn al genoeg graven opgedragen aan westerse vandalen. De Vlamingen haten op de Walen. Om redenen zo stom, om zelfs de moeite te nemen om ze op te halen. We voeren een verbale oorlog met ons eigen volk. Zonder dat ze recht heeft van tegenspreken. Vlaanderen spreekt wel altijd over scheiding van Frans en Nederlands. Omwille van eerdere conflicten. Nou ja. Maar Vlaanderen praat nooit over verspreiding van datzelfde Frans en datzelfde Nederlands omwille van een samenwerking. Ter gevolge van latere conflicten. Blijvende conflicten, heersende conflicten. Kijk naar Congo, kijk naar Rwanda, kijk naar heel Afrika. Alsjeblieft, kijk verder dan gewoon Afrika. Tegenwoordig kunnen mensen soms zeggen zelfs corona, maar bon, conspiracy theories. Men streeft naar alles uit Vlaams belang. Men streeft naar enkel Vlaams ter invocatie van een Vlaams belang. Men streeft naar een Vlaams belang, niet beseffen dat ons beeld van Vlaams niet altijd weergeeft wat werkelijk Vlaams is, louter het Vlaams belang. Vlaams belang vergist zich dat het Vlaams belang het over radicaliseren is van stereotypes omtrent Afrikanen, Walen, kleurlingen is. Maar ja, wij willen dit allemaal ook gewoon niet realiseren, opdat onze geschiedenis niet zou komen in gedrang. Komt er ooit een dag dat men beseft, Oost, West, Waals, Vlaams of de rest, onze thuis is veel meer dan dat. Dus het maakt niet uit, want onze thuis is Vlaams, Waals en de rest. Terwijl wij soms luisteren naar de nonsens, de banaliteiten die sommige politici en nou, niet politiek getint, denk je het. Maar soms luisteren we naar hun nonsens die ze verspreiden. Zien wij, horen wij de onrust en rumoer niet. Zien wij meningen als feiten, fantaseren wij over de realiteit en tijdelijk kan dit werken, ja, maar elk sprookje komt tot zijn einde. Sorry Assepoest, het is duidelijk dat hier het schoentje knelt. Hier op Terra, waar wij dagelijks klagen over, yet again, Trump. En over hoe een dommerik hij was. Side note, geen voorstander, maar side note. Hij zal niet zo'n dommerik zijn geweest als hij nu president van Amerika, de grootste grootmacht op de wereld is. Maar oké, dat gezegd zijn, Trump. Eerlijk gezegd, als ik vergelijk, niet politiek getint, hè. Ik heb liever een open dagboek een open boek waarvan ik de verhaallijn niet verwacht, dan een gesloten, achter grendel gezet dagboek waarin allerlei snoodse plannen worden opgeslagen om ooit gerealiseerd te worden, maar nooit uit de kast te komen. Want dat is het verschil tussen Trump en Hillary, I guess. En niet om te politiek te worden, maar I feel the burn. Because I want it burn. Bernie Sanders was volgens mij het nodige anders voor Amerika in 2015, 14, 13 en 2018, 19, 20. Maar ja, helaas gezien. Now it's not Trump and Hillary is Joe en Trump. Dus ja, I feel the burn. Yes, I want it burn. Bernie Sanders. En zo heb je er nog eentje. Want hij was spijtig genoeg in het kaartenspel van presidentsverkiezingen de laatste in de rij. Maar Barack Obama is ook eentje hoor. We loven hem en zijn goede daden, goede doelen. Maar tijdens zijn presidentsdagen waren wij niet snel genoeg om ons te beklagen over zijn doelen en diezelfde daden. En waren we niet nog sneller genoeg om weer eens een zwarte man op zijn plaats te zetten. Nog een keertje dat wij deze donkere tint naar beneden moesten halen. Deze donkere tint moesten zien falen wanneer wij zwarte dachten. Make America great again. Dat we het licht zagen. Dat we ditmaal de overwinning gingen binnenhalen. Maar de Verenigde Staten heeft het lot om een andere tint dan wit te haten. Dus lieten ze ons verenigen in de straten om te dansen op de ritmes van kogels en te lachen met het koudbloedige kwade. We zitten immers in een Amerika dat gebouwd is op oorlogsgrond, gemaakt is door migratie. Dit is haar ware aard en nee, die negeert ze niet, maar ze vergeet haar wel op te eisen. En het zijn de feiten dat Amerikanen zijn voortgevloeid uit Europeanen en nu gaat het schoentje terugpassen. Dus als er één probleem is gelinkt aan Trump, heeft het daar oorsprong. Kiemt ze hier bij ons. Let it sink in. Our world is shifting. Let it sink in. Our world is sinking towards another dimension where the evil plays the role of victim, where living is an act. We are all actors, and this messed up system is directing. We are divided simply based on our amount of pigments. Yes, we are not. We are just alive. Cause there ain't no he and I, only me, myself, and I. I'm trying to look for beauty seen through the human eye, but it appears to me that everything that is human lies. It used to be real eyes, recognize real lies. Yet nowadays, real eyes only recognize real thighs. But do they? Cause naked is our fashion and surgery is our makeup. And fakeness, selfishness, money, and blackness are used as accessories. Let me tell you that again. Fakeness, selfishness, and money, and blackness are used as accessories, the fallacies. It didn't take the Pharisees to see that Jesus was not white, but you still see me as something other than you, right? It's always the same hustle, the same stuff, the same struggle, and not even a different day. What do? Stop hoping for a glass of change? Warning, this next poem is in French. Le pays d'où je viens, Congo, Kinshasa, RDC. Le pays où je vis, ah là là, dans la merde. La tribu d'où je viens, c'est même plus important car dans ce stade où on est maintenant, ou même les circonstances normales, elle vaut rien. Ceci, c'est pas seulement le cas pour les tribus. Non, c'est un issue qui se situe parmi toute une nation, tout un peuple, tout le monde. Et le compte, c'est qu'on s'en fout, on s'en bat les reins, on s'en fiche. Moi, je suis pour l'unité, mais je donne priorité à ma liberté, à la liberté, à ma liberté de m'exprimer à volonté. Et oui, avant que vous commencez votre discours là, ouais, c'est encore la noire, et elle parle des clichés, et puis elle va raconter du racisme, et puis elle va dire, ah, j'aime Obama, mais je déteste Trump, et ceci, et c'est ça. Non, arrêtez-vous là-bas. Pour cela, je vous dis même, ici maintenant, si vous croyez que l'Afrique est pauvre, et que tous les Africains sont tous pauvres et dans le bled, et branchés au rap, à la section d'assaut, non, c'est faux, c'est faux. Je n'arrêterai pas à vous dire, l'Afrique est riche, mais c'est seulement l'Europe et l'Amérique qui ont voulu y prendre son bénéfice. Sans permis. Pourquoi on a construit la loi? Parce que c'était contre la loi, mais on l'a permis, on l'a justifié. Mais quand un noir ira voler, c'est là qu'on va le condamner. Quel effet a ce m'apporter? Je ne crois plus à l'égalité. Elle est là, oui, mais elle n'est pas effectuée. En résumé, vole que tu veux. Seulement si tu n'es pas noir, ni rebeu, ni je sais pas quoi. Et seulement les noirs, bien. Puisqu'à la fin, c'est là que c'est justifié.
Dag iedereen, ik ben Dennis vanuit Leuven, beter gekend als de Stille stem. Ik ben hier vandaag voor Decolonize, decolonization. Ik heb een aantal teksten hiervoor voorbereid en ik zou ze graag met jullie willen delen. Bij deze, ik zal beginnen met de eerste tekst. Die heet Decolonize. Enjoy. Decolonize. Decolonize in ascending order. First the center and then the borders. See, the valley is filled with volcanic ash. Offshore territories, landmarks, and landmines, I offer no apologies. 400 acres is an estimate of what's mine. I look into the eyes of my maker and I ask, who takes what's not theirs? Who borrows to never return? Who plays mind games and casts webs when Anansi isn't home? But roll back the veil and reveal the rules of an infinite game. The rule isn't to win, but the rule is to play. To play and keep the game going. See, it's a never-ending game, and everyone's a winner. Even if it looks like you're losing in the beginning. It's your nature, by default. Yet for too long we've been longing for an end. An end as a means and a means to an end. Someone to apologize for past sins. No reparations or making amends. Just camouflage frenemies telling me what they need, but my knees bleed from hours of prayers too. My oppressor is a shadow, existing only in the absence of light. Its ambition is to follow me wherever I go, but disappears in the dead of the night. A meaningless flag marks land as its own. Yet all that I have are memories of a place once called home. A colony, a land once owned, owned by the free, breathing freely, living life, living right, thinking freely and unaware of corruption, the naive tendencies brought upon itself sudden destruction. Conclusion, we're all in a small, dark room, bumping into each other and starting fights. As I choose to sit on the floor, waiting for a response, I yell, can someone please turn on the lights? Dat was de eerste tekst. Zeer kort, uiteraard. Maar ik hoop dat de boodschap wel overkwam. No need to explain. It's open to interpretation. That's what poetry is all about. Om verder te gaan over het thema decolonization of ja, colonization, decolonize, call it whatever you want. Om daarop verder te gaan, de volgende tekst. I've long been fascinated by the concept of colonization. See, we're all in the same boat facing similar situations. See, the web we weave gets more complex with each remedy. The first intention was discovery, greed for more influence and expansion of territory. Good in the eyes of all the beneficiaries and even the ignorant were mostly pleased. So let's say we awaken the warrior mentality. Awaken moral justice, righteousness, and dignity. All shining like the rising sun as dawn breaks ceremoniously. Stimulating the need for courage and unity. Awakening a desire to just be free. Let every mouth whisper in another's ear, I will take care of you. You must not fear. I said, let every mouth whisper in another's ear, I'll take care of you. You must not fear. De volgende is een African proverb. Ik zeg een African proverb, maar het is gewoon een proverb. De titel van tekst is een African proverb. Zoals ik zei, het zijn een aantal korte teksten die van mij eigenlijk, of voor mij eigenlijk, gewoon een soort van andere blik willen werpen of een andere kijk willen richten op hetzelfde thema van decolonization. Vaak richten we ons heel snel naar de buitenwereld. Ik spreek over mezelf. Ik richt me vooral naar de buitenwereld en ik zeg, hey, hier moeten we zeker in decolonize. Ik bedoel, we moeten echt beginnen. Maar charity begins at home. Ik bedoel, soms moeten we ook die blik naar ons eigen durven schijnen of alleszins richten. We gotta look at the man or woman in the mirror and need to just see like where are the structures of thought, or what are the kind of mechanisms you're using that are actually quite colonial, that are quite outdated or not productive towards the future that you're trying to build. So this African proverb addresses that in some way or form. So just enjoy. Drums made of cowhide provide evidence that the cow was made to suffer long beyond its death. I said drums made of cowhide provide evidence that the cow was made to suffer long beyond its death. Yet suffering with no purpose is a luxury that leaves everybody but the fool in deep debt. 2 beats on a talking drum can fill 2 pages of a silent book. But every page holds secrets unknown to whoever chooses to really look. What more then is a language than a means of conveying a thought or an emotion? Simple sounds agreed upon to carry and convey meaning or notions. Combined and operated upon to complicate and simplify, to constrain and edify, to complain and mystify. Some words never live, and some words just never die. They symbolize or hypnotize like looking in a baby's eyes. I said words as pure as sweet flowing fluid, crystal clear water ought to make one more aware that words are sounds that beat upon the same drums of your ear. I said that words are sounds that beat upon the same drums of your ear. Each sound triggers an image. Each image a thought. And a thought an emotion, a reaction. All this happens in a fraction. Words are just sounds that trigger us to action. I said words are just sounds that trigger us to action. Decolonize your mind. Dat was de derde tekst. Ik hoop dat jullie ervan hebben genoten. Bij deze I'm not going to waste too much more time. I'm just going to go on to the next one. What I do want to do is to kind of give it a little bit of context within the whole concept of decolonization. This one is a little bit more close to me in the sense that it's not about me personally, but it's about my family as such, and it has a few elements or a few touches or hints of decolonization, or a few hints of decolonization where it could be used or where it could be necessary. As I said, I don't want to give too much context, because at the same time poetry and words and thoughts are open to interpretation. I'm not going to tell you what it exactly all means, but I hope you're able to take something from this, because yeah, it's all about the theme of decolonization. So I hope it helps you to look at the same topic of decolonization in a different way. So the next text is also going to be, het gaat eigenlijk in Nederlands zijn, dus ik hoop dat jullie ervan genieten. Bij deze. Laat het verleden je toekomst niet bepalen. Ik zeg een glimlach als de jouwe, daar kunnen ze nooit voor betalen. De tijd is niet verloren, veeg de tranen uit je ogen. Er is geen obstakel en geen hindernis. Hier is licht en geen duisternis. Dus luister wat de fluister is. Vloeit voort uit mijn getuigenis. Ik zeg, vraag het aan Nana, ja, want zij weet wat echt getuigen is. Een Afrikaan in Europa in de jaren 90. Een Afrikaan die je niet verstaat, vers uit de wildernis. Een alleenstaande moeder op zoek naar een beter leven. Een leven voor velen, vanzelfsprekend. Ja, zij weet wat echt getuigen is. Haar pijn toont mij wat de kracht van een vrouw echt is. Ik spreek even voor haar. Het leven door Nana's ogen bekeken. Ik ben de laatste van 9 kinderen. Nana betekent koningin. Mijn vader was een dokter en hij deed mij voelen als enig kind. Een feit die ik zelf herken. Ik werd vaak door mijn vader verwend. Maar ik was amper 9 jaar en toen verdween mijn vaders stem. Voor eeuwig uit mijn leven. Mijn tienerjaren een strijd. Een mix van blijdschap en vreugde en toch wat lijdt. Ach ja, het leven is wat het leven is. Een sensationele belevenis, maar niet zonder betekenis. Mijn eerste kind, een prachtig dochter. Mijn ogen, mijn wangen, mijn wimpers, mijn leven. Je was amper 4 jaar oud en toen moest ik je al teruggeven. Laat het verleden je toekomst niet bepalen. Ik zeg, een glimlach als de jouwe, daar kunnen ze nooit voor betalen. De tijd is niet verloren. Veeg de tranen uit je ogen. Geen obstakel, geen hindernis, hier is licht en geen duisternis. Dus luister wat de fluister is. Vloeit voort uit mijn getuigenis. Ik zeg, vraag het aan Nana, want zij weet wat echt getuigen is. Ik zeg, vraag het aan Nana, want zij weet wat echt getuigen is. Ik hoop dat jullie hiervan hebben genoten. Nogmaals, mijn naam is Dennis. Vanuit Leuven. Ik ben beter gekend als de Stille Stem. Je kan me vinden overal. Op Facebook, op Instagram, op verschillende plaatsen. De Stille Stem. Destillestem.be. Ik bedoel, overal. Ik wil eigenlijk eindigen op een meer nuttigere boodschap dan mezelf hypen en promoten. Eigenlijk in tijden zoals deze is het belangrijk dat we de focus leggen op het delen van een positieve boodschap. Zeker in tijden van corona, tijden van onzekerheid, tijden van angst, is het belangrijk dat we een boodschap delen van positiviteit. Ik denk dat het ook belangrijk is dat we leren inderdaad de oude of de achtergehaalde denkstructuren of manieren van denken even toch wel kritisch te bekijken en zien in hoeverre dat ze nu nog steeds nodig zijn binnenin onszelf om die mooie toekomst te bereiken die we zodanig, die we echt naar op zoek zijn. Dus bij deze wil ik iedereen gewoon aanmoedigen dat persoonlijk denk ik dat het belangrijk is dat we gewoon vooral meer moeite doen om elkaar lief te hebben. Meer moeite doen om compassie te tonen ten opzichte van elkaar. Ik weet het, in deze tijden worden wij overspoeld met veel statistieken. Maar is het misschien ook belangrijk om te beseffen dat niemand een nummer is. Niemand is een cijfer en iedereen die getroffen is een persoon, is iemand die die het voelt en ervaart zoals wij het zouden kunnen voelen en ervaren en dat we daar dan de nodige aandacht aan besteden. Dus dat we echt wel de nodige liefde en positiviteit proberen te verspreiden, al is het maar in onze kleine kring en al is het maar door middelen zoals sociale media. Dus bij deze, stay safe, take care of each other and decolonize your mind.
Act 1, Exposition. It was in April that it happened. Sunday 8th, to be exact. 8, the number of new beginning. That day, something new would begin in me. 2 strangers, standing a few meters apart. I didn't know it yet, but I was about to embark on the biggest roller coaster ride of my life with no seatbelt for my heart. Act 2, Rising Action. Many beautiful months went by. We spent hours and hours and hours on the phone until we fell asleep. And when the line cut off, called right back, even if it was just to hear each other breathe. Then came the day I announced I was going to live on the other side of the Atlantic. I won't be long, I promise. In about 5,832 hours, I'll be back, honey. I know I'm leaving you, but please, don't you leave me. With a bitter heart, he agreed, because I was his muse. So our hearts bruised when we confused. Our souls got used, but still amused, so I refused to have to choose or be cut loose from him. Act 3. Climax. Intense and sharp like a heart attack. Babe, I'm not coming back. His lungs shut down, pneumothorax. He gasped and asked, Et moi? Je fais quoi sans toi? We're gonna be okay, I said, not realizing I just pronounced us dead. We tried a long distance thing, but our hearts were distancing, couldn't keep up. This dancing back and forth missed the swing. The relationship we put us in vanished like a summer fling. Act 4. Falling action. After 4 years abroad, I decided to come back home. He decided to become a stalker. Pathetic, hopeless, not romantic. In the opera, I'd be Christine, he my Eric. Kinda ironic. First you don't want me back to this country, now that I'm here you want me desperately. No disrespect, but give me some room, zero contact. But it didn't take long for me to realize I wanted him back, so I tried to backtrack, apologize, swallowed my pride, and I told him, I love you. Let's do this. You and me. Smiling, he said, non merci. Allons-y lentement. Comme on dit, slowly, despacito. Or do you prefer decrescendo? Either way, thank you very much for this magnificent concerto, because now I understand why they call you maestro, because you can wonderfully play the piano while you also played me. But still, I wanted to be part of his symphony. I wanted to be his do, re, mi, the high note and the flat key, the reason for his melody. But what I did not see was his sheet got empty. Therefore, he tacit me. Act 5. Resolution. J'aime qu'on m'aime comme j'aime quand j'aime, you once said. Maintenant, c'est elle qui t'aime comme t'aime quand t'aime. Today, it's with her you choose to be. She got the ring you promised me. Her name got changed to what mine should be. Okay, I respect that. But since you claim to be so happy, do me a favor. Stop calling me. Now, how do we call our love's biography? Is it a tragedy, comedy, satire perhaps, or just some poetry? Because in all of the history of drama, plots, and plays, I've never been able to find its category. I'd ask Molière, Ibsen, or Shakespeare, but even they could not write a plot as convoluted as this one here. (1885), a year I'll never forget. At a young age, I was coerced into marriage. You came to me like the white savior that I didn't need. I never invited you in. You vehemently invaded my territory. Today, your children see me as the damsel in distress, the one that got saved from the pits of hell. Oh, white savior I didn't ask for. Please tell them on my own I was doing pretty darn well. I did not need your philanthropy or pity. I was self-sufficient, didn't need you to civilize me, had my own languages, sciences, and custom. Teach your children you were unwelcome. Naar wijd en zijd I tried to run, but these strong words were proudly sung. Zwelt u aardig nauw voor het bruisende bloed, laat het stromen alom als een vruchtbare vloed. For sure, you made me bleed. Si ta force déborde et franchit ses niveaux, verse-la comme un fleuve en de monde nouveau. That is exactly what you did. With overflowing strength, you forced yourself on me. You raped my sisters, and still I stayed. Enslaved my brothers, and still I stayed. Cut hands and feet, and still I stayed. Numb from the pain, paralyzed by shame, I've watched you hurt all the ones I had known. I've watched you snatch all that I had owned. And still, I stayed. Oh, white savior, I never looked for. Teach your children you are not saving, but suffocating me. Teach them that through it all, I was a loyal one. When you were fighting at the front, remind your children I was there too. I got wounds too. Behind every great man, there's a great woman, right? Remind them I was there fighting with you. I helped you become who you are today. You were built on my back. Still feel the lashes on my back. Don't you ever forget that, lest your children forget that. Teach them to put some respect on my name. Oh, dear white savior, teach your children the truth. I suffered while with you. Our union was not a blissful one. Teach your children that you hurt me on purpose. Teach your children that you secretly hated me, openly ridiculed me, and intentionally broke me. Remember the exhibition you took me to? You shamed me and enjoyed it. Teach your children you were barbaric. It seemed like forever, but finally came June 1960. Indépendance, cha-cha, our last dance. We untied the knot, unjumped the broom. I moved my hips all night to rumba, rejoicing way too soon. 'Cause till this day, we're linked. When travelers pass through stations like Antwerp, do they know it was built with my blood? When lovers stroll through the Jubileum Park, do they know it was built with my sweat? And when they stop to behold the beauty of the ark, do they know it was built with my tears? Oh, dear België, I don't need your apologies. Just want you to tell the truth. I think it's time you give me back what's rightfully mine and teach your children the truth. I built this country with you. Though our marriage wasn't pleasant, we have a history together. Yet in your books, I'm barely mentioned as a fleeting one-night stand, a flirt, or a quickie. But we went through hell and high waters together. May your books start talking about me. Oh, Belgique. Oh, mère chérie. Take me out of your shadows. Teach your children my name. Teach your children our story. Maman, c'est quand que nous, on devient blanc? My little brother. Thinking that, like Pokemon, we needed to evolve. Innocently wondering when his stint would dissolve, because to him we were an unfinished project. We missed the memo, we skipped the step. How come the others were day and we were night? What did we do wrong to not become white? He hoped that soon we too would graduate, transform, download the next update. Why 2.0? Call now, get the next year free. That's what he wanted to be. White. Initially, it was cute and funny, but now I think of it, it's sad. It's sad, though I understand where he was coming from. See? Elementary school. One of the very few black kids on the playground. Me. So classmates, white. Teachers, white. First crush, white. Me? White. Or so I thought. Please explain this mystery. I was supposed to draw a picture of me. Looking through the pencils for the color of my skin, I picked up a flesh color pink to color my melanin. Color between the lines, color between the lies. Keep coloring, baby girl. Yellow for your hair, blue for your eyes. That's cute. Kids are colorblind, you say. No, this means someone else will teach her she's different. Baby girl will learn the hard way. Next, high school. One of the very few black kids in the hallway, me. So friends, white. Teachers, white. Boyfriend, white. Me? How do I say this one? Chameleon. I just blended in while still rocking my sun-kissed skin. I started to understand that being black was not so bad. I was different, yes, and that is okay. Along the way, I sure did learn a few things. For instance, we are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We are powerful, 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 untamable, strong like lions in the savannah. Forget Hova and be hashtag power couple Simba and Nala. Our resilience can be understood. We lick our wounds after fighting our scars. We move on, we move quicker, we move faster. We are royalty. Royalty, royalty. Straight descendant from divinity. Chin up. Fix your crown, king. Now strut. Fix your crown, queen. When I tell you we are royalty, believe me. Don't let others minimize what was placed in you. Tell them, step aside, kingdom coming through. Now, in a nutshell, what is being black about? It's being ratchet, ghetto, and very, very loud, but also educated, cultivated, creative, bright, strong, and proud. Oh, yeah, just one thing. Pro-black does not mean anti-white. Let's be clear. I love y'all too. Pro-black just means I will not dim my light to suit you. Might have done that yesterday, but today, child, today is another story. I love myself off and sorry, not sorry. For loving myself, I will not apologize. This is me. I snap my fingers, I roll my eyes, I twist my neck, I buy my hair in a store and tap my head. I clap to emphasize. I got whooped my whole life and survive. I kiss my teeth. I run when I laugh and I season my meat. I call elders mama, papa, tonton, or tantine. I can make a song about any and everything. I say things like, child, I run on black people time means I arrive at 11 instead of 9. If any, I mean any African country, really doesn't matter which one, wins FIFA World Cup, but I'll say yes, we won. Wakanda forever. Yes, yes, I'm a fan, and I stick out my tongue when I hear my jam. Ah, 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 ah. And when the beat goes all the way to my feet, I dance. Ooh, baby, I dance. This is me, and nothing will change that. Because just once, I am black, and I'm never going back.
This was my performance, y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you get inspired or you get something out of all these performances, not only mine, but all of them. Stay safe, stay at home, and hope to see you guys maybe soon on the streets. Peace and love. Black Siba out.